live streaming is weird, but we'll try to make this work okay for you. So again, if you're just joining us, this is Lawton Chiles. I want to show you really quickly how we did a quick $134,000. Let me pull up that screen here, and I will show it to you. All right. So you should be able to see my screen here. And if you're watching this after the fact, or if you're listening to this after the fact, and you want to see exactly how we did this and the slides, then you can go to chilescall.com, and we'll walk you through this entire campaign. So that's www.chilescall.com, like Chiles. So if you can spell CHILES call.com, you can schedule a time to talk to me where I'll walk you through this exact campaign. But right now I'm going to show it to you, okay? And what we do is over here at my company is we help install and deploy these type of campaigns for our clients. Okay, and that could be a VIP day where you just want to get it all knocked out in one day. That could be, we have an ongoing program. But let me show you these slides. Okay, so how did we do a quick $134,000 plus? So what you have to understand here is you have to understand that the more profitable way to get money is by asking for it. It's really the most profitable way, because otherwise campaigns, I mean, I've seen so many campaigns, and let me know if you can see and hear me okay if you're watching the live stream. It seems like this is all working, but if you are watching this live, I would like to know. So what we have to understand is the most profitable way to get money and to attract profits in your business, and I don't mean by manifesting, is by asking for it through offers that you make and through these type of campaigns. Okay. And so what we were able to do is we were able to have a compound effect and a compound effect on our on the offer. And let me tell you how this works. Okay. So my client came to me with some existing assets. So he had a book. He had a program that he enrolled people in. He had different things, different programs that he already could enroll people in. And we took those things and we took his hot offer. Okay. And this is important. We took his hot offer, which people already wanted because he was in the financial investment space. And so what we did is we took his offer, okay, and we put it into my copy and my framework for selling using response dynamics. And we were able to generate profits pretty quickly within 30 days or so. Now, this was mostly warm traffic. But the cool thing about this is it just didn't stop at $134,000. And I'm going to show you really quickly how that worked. Okay, so if you look at the screen here, I'm going to try to blow this up so you can kind of see what we're working with here. All right, so if you look at these different numbers here, what you're going to see is that 3% up at the top. So you see that 3% bought 33,000. Let me go back and let's see. Sorry, I was trying to make sure you could read it. All right, let's do 150. That seems like it's working. All right, so you see that 3% and that 33,000. Well, what that means is we had a book and we sold about $33,000 of that book. Now that was a low ticket offer, like $7 or $5. So if we had just stopped there, the profits would have also stopped. Okay. The profits would have gone, the profits would have gone bye-bye, because what most people do is they're like, well, I'm going to sell a really low ticket offer and I'm just going to drive a bunch of traffic to it and then I'll make the money up on volume. But what happens is it costs us, if we're running this campaign to cold traffic, people that don't know us, it's going to cost $30 to $50 to get a $7 buyer, if not more, based on the numbers. So if you can see both of these slides, let me know in the comments. You should be able to comment, and have it come up. But what happens here, okay, is we're basically going to be playing a math game because we want to install this campaign and have it be profitable. And how do we do that? Well, we have to have response dynamics installed. We have to allow for the fact that most people will go to that sales page and not buy. Okay, so you see that right there where it says, the opt-in rate at the top column was 17%. Okay, so we had 51,000 people go to the page. And then we had like 1,700 people opt in. So most people did not, most people just turned around and left, which is totally normal, right? But we made $33,000 off of the people who did stay. And then we put in response dynamics to maximize the amount of money that we asked them to give us at that moment. Okay, so number one, the first thing people are doing with these campaigns is they're not installing different ways to maximize their conversions the first time somebody decides to become a buyer. Because what happens is people are so they're so bent on getting the person who's ready to buy right now to buy, and they're missing out on the other like 90%. But if you do, you can maximize the amount of people who do buy the first time, and then you can follow back up with people who aren't ready to buy yet, which is most of the people. Okay. And so then you see that 56,000, circled in red. There's a 33,000. There's a 56,000. That is people who bought the upsell. Okay. And you see the numbers go down here. So, 1,900 people opted in. Then we had 180 something people buy, we had 1,900 people buy the book. Then we had about 200 people buy the first upsell and the second upsell and that thing. And then we had a webinar on the back. That's the thing at the bottom, the last red square. You see that thing at the bottom. So that's 4% of those people who bought the book bought our webinar course, which was another $44,000. Okay. And then the cool thing that this doesn't show, and again, if you want to have us help you install a campaign like this in your business, then click on the link that I just posted in the comments and go to chilescall.com, because that's going to help you what will happen there is we'll get on a call and I'll help you deploy and install this campaign in your business. Okay. So, and it doesn't matter if you have a book or a video or an info product. What you have to offer doesn't necessarily matter as much as how you structure it. Okay. And so the cool thing about this is that we were able to install this stuff in about 30 days in his business. And not only, so it didn't stop at $134,000. It actually went up to about $1 million through him reporting back to me, because we sold stuff on the back end. We had a person who took sales phone calls, and we sold higher ticket programs on the back. But if we were to do this campaign again, what would I do? I would install more ways for these people to not only give us money, but follow up with the people who said no the first time, because this is a long game. Now we could go into and say, oh, we made, we made almost $1 million on this funnel. And now the sales numbers on the back end after this. So you see that 44,000, you see the other thing, those aren't on here, right? Like the stuff with the sales guy did, that's person to person. So there's no, unless he went in and physically putted that into the, into the ClickFunnels, there's no way to put that data on here. But that's what I was told after the fact, was all told, this did about $1 million, which is nice, right? I'll take it. I wish I was doing the commission stuff, right? So, but what's the bottom line? The bottom line is most people will not buy right away. The people that do buy right away, though, you need to have strict contingency plans, okay? Because again, let's go back to these slides. This money and this profits have a compound effect, because the more profitable way, the more profitable way to get money is by asking for it and having these campaigns. Whereas we could have sat on our hands, we could have just said, hey, you know what, we're going to wait months and months and months, and maybe we'll deploy this in our market, right? Maybe we'll deploy this campaign in our business. And so you see how that is a huge mistake. And if this is resonating with you, if you could type in chilescall.com for me in the comments, I would greatly appreciate it. www.chilescall.com in the comments. If somebody would do that, I'd really appreciate it. So, because I see like I just worked with a client, and one of these guys, he waited 4 months to install a campaign like this in his business. And he's like, yeah, we're just getting around to it. And I'm thinking, what's going on? Like, why not fail fast? Why not see if this campaign has legs? Why not put yourself in a position to win and then go after the rest of the 90% people who are on the fence about your offer? Okay. Because most people are so focused on converting the least amount of people in the fastest amount of time. And that's just foolishness to me. Right. But I mean, businesses are done with it all the time. They have this McDonald's, Walmart mindset of like, let's just compete on volume and then everything will work out. But you see how that's pretty foolish when it comes to today's marketing and today's stuff. And so if you want to know how to do this in your business, go to chilescall.com. Okay, you're going to see this link on the screen. And so what's going to happen when you do that? A few things will happen when you do that. You will see an application page, and I will ask you a few questions to see if I'm in a good position to help you. And if I am, then we can talk about what. So what I'm going to do is if you think you need this in your business, there's response dynamics. I'm going to help you install this stuff in your business. Let me get to the right. There we go. So I'm going to help you install this into your business. Okay. And what do I mean by that? I'm going to look at your existing assets. I'm going to look at your existing sales. I'm going to look at your existing customers. And I'm going to say, what are the assets that we have that we can deploy in your business for higher sales more often using response dynamics? And if I feel like I'm in a good position to help you, then I might recommend a few different things. And if you like the plan that I lay out for you and you would like my help deploying that plan in your business, then we could talk about it. And if not, no pressure. Like, this is a zero pressure phone call. It's something like this. I mean, you see The Office, you see me. I'm not like a psychopath, but I can only help certain people who have existing assets. So if you're making sales, if you're doing $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $100,000 a month, and you would like to rapidly scale that up without working harder than you are right now, because the number one frustration that my clients come to me with is they have a lack of time, and they have a lack of shall we say, skills when it comes to deploying these different angles. Okay, they're focused on running their business. They're not focused on creating sales messages that convert. But when we install this response dynamics into their business, when we install salesmanship and print into their business, then really cool things start happening. And they rely on me to sort of come in there and do that for them. So again, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from too. I mean, I see you guys watching. I see you on here, but nobody's really saying anything right now, which is cool. I get it. I'm not going to like call you out or anything, but I would like to help you. So if this resonates with you, there's a few things you can do. Number one, you can do nothing. You can choose to just like let this video go by and be like, well, I'll just keep doing the same thing and getting the same results. Or you can choose to set up a time to talk to me. Again, you should be having existing sales. You should be having existing customers and clients. If not, I'm probably not in a good position to help you. But if you are seeing sales slide and you would like to ramp up your sales through email, through social, and through putting up different contingency campaigns, then I think I can help you. So let me know about that in the comments. If somebody wants to type in chilescall.com in the comments, I'd appreciate it. I will be back on later today. If you have questions for me, then let me know in the comments. I appreciate your time and attention, and I'll talk to you soon.